Toasty afternoon on campus. We're going to repeat that as we head into tomorrow, but we might find a couple of isolated downpours before the afternoon is done. We're going to keep that theme going all the way through the end of this week. Then rain chances are going to build up even higher by the time we get to Labor Day weekend. There's a couple of fronts we have to thank for that. That front got nowhere near us this afternoon, but we did tap into some slightly drier air from above the surface, and that's led to double-digit heat index across most of the area this afternoon. And a lot of fair weather cumulus and barely anything else. So a lot of blue sky out there this afternoon. Some thunderstorms off to our south and pretty good little complex of showers and storms up in Oklahoma and Arkansas, where temperatures are in the 60s up that way. We will see some of that cooler, drier air spill into far northern Texas tonight. And you can already start to see that a little bit. Dew points in the 50s up in DFW and back into West Texas as well. Overall, this is going to be short-lived, but maybe a couple crisp mornings for our friends up in the Metroplex or anywhere from the Red River and northward. Watch as that Gulf moisture just spills back into most of the state, though, by the time we get towards the middle to later part of this week. Some evidence, though, that we'll have enough dry air above to filter back down to the surface and keep us with this still seasonable heat, but not crazy heat index. We're also hoping that we can tap into some Gulf moisture to pop up a couple showers and storms before the week is done. Big setup, high pressure still off to our west, and this low pressure system centered over the Great Lakes, even a little bit farther to the north, but it's a big one, and it is going to continually usher in some continental cooler and drier air across a lot of the lower 48. Now, that particular front we were talking about just a minute ago, that one's not going to make it here into the Brazos Valley, but by the time we get into Labor Day weekend, pretty decent possibility that we see some of that cooler air spill in. And at the very least, a boundary sets up that allows for some showers and storms to pop up over the course of the Labor Day weekend. So that all being said, you got some Labor Day plans, make sure they come with some rain gear. Stepping into next week, though, it is still looking like more and more of the state of Texas is going to tap into this cooler air, of which, hopefully, we could talk a couple of spots getting below 70 degrees. Don't want to get too excited about that just yet, but we'll continue to watch that for you. In the meantime, over the next several afternoons, yes, we might find a couple pop-up showers and storms, but Friday through Labor Day, pretty decent chance that we find some rain here and there each day. 30 to about 40% coverage expected each afternoon. That does include your Saturday. Remember, the kick is at about 6 o'clock. It is still going to be daylight by that point, so we might still have a couple of showers lingering in the area close to kick. Overall, not a huge concern, something we will be watching for you, though. Either way, it's going to be warm and it's going to be humid, so make sure you hydrate there for that first game of the year. Highs around 90 degrees. That continues all the way through the Labor Day weekend and right on into next week.